What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here from the Quartering, leaving my dark layer of flu to come down and deliver you the news. I want to thank you all for the positive vibes. I'm feeling about 8% better today, so that's a good sign. Yesterday, I felt like I was less than zero. So thank you all for the kind comments and all the likes on the videos and the comments and sharing the tweet. That does help give me a little bit more energy. Now, if you remember last year, Fallout 76 was, well, I don't know any other way to put it, a disaster. Now, there are still hundreds of thousands of people that are enjoying the game, and I will admit, I've logged in the last 2 months, and the game, many of the main issues with the game have been resolved, the technical issues. Now, the core gameplay of the game, the fact that it's just kind of this open world sandbox, still doesn't appeal to me, but hardcore Fallout fans are still enjoying it, some of them anyway. What we talked about a lot was the marketing around the game, the bonus products, a lot of the statements from Todd and other things like that. If you remember, there was a super duper edition. It was like $200. And it was for and I'm going to say it, and you're all going to laugh at me. One of the items included was a canvas bag, which took, well, first of all, what was actually shipped out to the customers was complete trash. After the customers pushed back on that, they finally shipped out a replacement 7 months later. 7 months. Now, that is one of the most ridiculous things I've ever seen in big media. I got to be honest with you. I don't know how many people actually purchased it, but I mean, to get a screen printer to screen print something and deliver it should not have taken them longer than a month, tops. At best. I mean, I don't know how it took them 8 months. And if you remember, in the process, they actually accidentally leaked the names, phone numbers, and addresses of all the customers that bought them. After a 7-month wait, underscored by security issues, cheap nylon Fallout 76, players may be getting the collector's edition bags they were promised. Gather round, children. Let me tell you the saga of the collector's edition Fallout 76 bags. Hey, look. I know I angered, and some of my fellow YouTubers rubbed a lot of Fallout 76 players the wrong way by continuing to cover this, and we kind of put a schism between us. I want to let you know that, look, it's not personal. I hope that you are enjoying your game. I think that ultimately that's what you should do when you buy a video game, and all this other baloney shouldn't matter. But, you know, credit where credit is due, not just myself, but the entire world covering this is probably one of the main reasons Bethesda actually followed through and delivered what they were supposed to deliver. Now, I'm not saying it's only because, but I'm saying Bethesda isn't exactly known for doing the right thing up front. So without the pressure, they wouldn't have done it anyway. Gather around, children, of the collector's edition Fallout 76 bags. The Fancy Pants $200 Power Armor edition of Fallout 76 was supposed to come with a canvas bag, but players got nylon bags instead. They were not happy. Like our own Luke Plunkett referred to them as nylon trash. Bethesda promised replacement bags, but hadn't heard much about it until they arrived. Now, to make matters worse, customer support for people who wanted these bags accidentally leaked names, phone numbers, and addresses of everyone who requested it. If I were to buy what amounts to a $200 bag, I would hope that 1, it's made of literally anything else but nylon. 2, they don't dox me. Well, if you're one of those people that buys, what's that brand? Supreme? Or you're like one of those fools that spend all that money on junk just because of names on it, I mean, this is probably no different. The saga may finally come to a close. Today, Bethesda tweeted that they'll be sending out replacement bags starting earlier this week. Now, that was February 15th. I'm sure it's just a coincidence that next week is also E3, where Bethesda will be having a press conference and will want to foster goodwill from their fans. You know, sometimes it's easy to forget how big a company is. You know, when Fallout 76 came out and everything was going on with it, it felt like nobody was playing the game. But no, there's more than 1 million players of that game. And so Bethesda absolutely had every reason to continue to try and keep them happy. And you know what? Maybe a few years from now, Fallout 76 may be worth a play. For me, the open world sandboxing just doesn't appeal to me in general. Now, we saw, of course, Bethesda coming out and saying that they knew that the launch wasn't going to be good and that the product wasn't up to snuff, but that didn't stop them from releasing the game anyway and charging a full $60 or up to $200 for the special edition. Now today, the saga continues. Chronicle recalls Power Armor collectible helmets due to risk of mold. Now I know. See, I've been wearing my Power Armor helmet for the past several days to try and, just set my head right and get in the zone, auto zone for video games. And now I know that I've caught some sort of mold-related illness. Power Armor collectible helmets. This is from the United States Consumer Safety Commission. Hazard. Mold can be present on the fabric insert inside the helmet, posing a risk of respiratory or other infections in individuals with compromised immune systems, damaged lungs, or an allergy to mold. Remedy, full refund. Recall date, September 19th, 2019. Units, 20,000. That's crazy. 20,000 of these were sold. The recall involves a T-51B Power Armor helmet. The one-size-fits-all helmet constructed of ABS plastic and polyester cotton blend fabric liner with elastic, blah, blah, blah. Consumers should immediately stop using the recalled collectible helmets. Contact GameStop for full refund and return instructions. GameStop is contacting all known purchasers directly. No injuries yet reported. Sold at GameStop.com June 19th, 2019 for about $150. 20,000 people bought this. That's crazy. And finally, now some of the main websites are covering this. Wearable Fallout 76 helmets, which were sold exclusively at GameStop, are being recalled due to potential exposure to mold. Fallout 76 launched November 14th, 2018, and seems to have had a plethora of issues surrounding both the game and merchandise. Another issue has come forth, one themed item is being recalled due to potential mold exposure. Look, whoever is in charge of sourcing the secondary items, if it's the same person that made the decision about the canvas bags as the Power Armor helmets, maybe they'd be better off in a different position in the company. It's going to be extremely rare for me to call for someone to be terminated. It would be very, very rare unless they outright attacked customers, like maybe the Guild Wars 2 developer that did that. In this case, probably just to, move to something that's more their speed, maybe customer service or something like that, QA. The United States Consumer Products Commission has issued a recall for the wearable helmet that was sold exclusively by GameStop. Those who purchased this would have been the owner of a wearable T-51 Power Armor helmet as seen in the game itself. According to the recall website, on the inside of the Fallout 76 themed helmet, the polyester cotton blend fabric insert may contain mold. This poses a risk to respiratory and other infections. Full refunds are being offered for those who do contact GameStop. And by the way, I've got to say this. I'm happy to report that they're offering a full refund. Now, you might say, well, Jeremy, obviously, yeah, I know, but it's GameStop, so they might have offered you $23 in store credit or something like that. Full refunds are being offered for those who contact GameStop, to which they'll be given return instructions. GameStop is also apparently reaching out to known purchasers directly. The recall was issued September 19th, 2019, and the website also states there are roughly 20,000 of these helmets out there. At current, there have been no reported incidents. If you're a consumer who grabbed hold of the Fallout 76 Power Armor helmet, then you can contact GameStop through phone, online, or email or use the recall site, which is at the cspc.gov. I'm surprised to see things still going rocky for Bethesda's Fallout 76. Physical merchandise received lots of criticism last year, such as the Fallout 76 leather jacket. The Power Armor Edition switched out promised canvas bags with cheaper nylon bags, prompting a response from the company. This was met with anger online, and Bethesda eventually offered replacement bags. And if you remember the Fallout 76 jacket, which was hilarious, the merch was a total disaster. If you missed this story, it's just the way it looked. I can't imagine anyone wearing this. I was reporting on this yesterday as seeing the rounds here on Twitter, but I came sidetracked. Then I remembered and shot here to start writing about Bethesda selling a Fallout 76 inspired leather jacket. I looked into it more, and it turns out that a large majority of the internet has jumped on the tweet with a barrage of replies. So what's going on? Well, to allow superfans of Fallout 76 to show their support, a bright blue lambskin leather jacket is available from Bethesda's gear store. The jacket on 76 on the reverse is metallic gold with adjustable cuffs, and the line is taffeta fabric and silky and shiny. It'll cost you $276. By the way, it's now down to $150. You could score this jacket still for $150, so that's pretty good. Not even $50 would I pay for that, but hey, I'm not exactly a fashionista, so who knows? The thing in the garment bag looks suspiciously nylon, the very bag that landed Bethesda in hot water in November last year, when people that expected a canvas bag as part of the Power Armor Edition purchase ended up with nylon bags. Of course, it could just be the lighting of the photo, which you'll find below. I mean, even the leather jacket appears to look like a different material because of the intense lighting. It's safe to say that the tweet garnered a good deal of digs, similarly what we saw in the bag controversy. Lots of roasting, of course. Fallout 76. This will go down as probably one of the biggest debacles ever, and I hope there have been other games that have made some sort of comeback, and I'm hoping for the many thousands of people still playing Fallout 76 who aren't going to experience severe health problems from their Power Armor Edition masks. You know, I hope that Bethesda delivers you something that you really want and that they continue to support the game. But I'll be here to continue to report and to continue to try and stand up for you all, even if you're mad at me about it. I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll talk to you again real soon.
Hey, thanks so much for watching this video, and I really hope you enjoyed it. Above, you'll find some links to watch more videos, as well as a nice big button to subscribe, which I hope you'll do. If you did enjoy it, make sure before you go that you leave a like and a comment on the video, because you are the #1 reason this channel continues to grow, and I appreciate you.